This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, we are back up in the upper patio tonight for high school basketball. Just one game this week. Boy-girl doubleheader tonight against East Marshall, and the Mustangs coming in at 2-13 overall in the season with an 0-5 record in the North Iowa Cedar West. Part of their division, Jayhawks under the direction of head coach Jordan Conrad. In the North Iowa Cedar East League, they're 2-3, but 7-8 overall, and picked up, I guess looking at last week, of how they came through, and we saw some competition from them last week as I pulled up last week's schedule and ended up with a tough loss Friday night with Dark New Hartford over there, 71-29, and a tight loss to Sumner Fred, 63-54. Joining me in the upper patio, he is back, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Baldwin.
Back in black, or back in gray, I guess.
Something like that. Anthony Bond, the controls tonight, as well as Eric Clark on the camera. We got the band back together, and we're looking at what should be, I'm going to presume, a one-sided game. Numbers are low on the East Marshall side.
Yeah, I mean, that's the popular assumption here. They've got 7, I think I counted 7 girls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, 7 girls dressing. Obviously, their record is not great. But you still got to come out and play the game. I'm hoping that our girls can put it away early and get a lot of PT all around the board there.
East Marshall in direction of Chris Hungerford and assisted by Jason Condon. Jayhawks in direction of Jordan Conrad, Jason Pilcher, Roger Oberhauser assisting on the varsity floor tonight. Now the starting lineups and announcements from Dan Fox on public address.
Respecting the abilities of the opposition and the decisions of the officials, you can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Greg Davies, Doug Nickren, and David Stanley. Now, the starting lineup for the Mustangs, a junior, number 11, Morgan Newrock. A sophomore, number 15, Delaney Ryan. A sophomore, number 25, Michaela Hala. A freshman, number 21, Reagan Toll. A junior, number 33, Ava Brickman. The Mustangs are coached by Chris Hungerford and Jason Condon. And now, while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the playing of our national anthem.
right, the national anthem under direction of Miss Truax as our pet band gets the national anthem in. And Luke, do you want to run down starting lineups real quick?
You bet. All right, for the East Marshall Mustangs, we've got a 5'8" junior guard, Morgan Neuroth, a 5'4" sophomore guard, Delaney Ryan, a 5'9" freshman or sophomore forward in Michaela Hala, a 5'5" freshman guard in Reagan Toll, and a 5'7" junior forward/guard in Ava Bringman. And for your Jesup J-Hawks, we've got senior Lainey Pilcher, sophomore Peyton Bowes, sophomore Sage Bain getting the start tonight, senior Sailor Youngblood, and junior Adriana Bolvin.
So mixing up that starting lineup a little bit, and Luke just a little rusty. You'll get it back.
Yeah, well.
You'll get it back. So it's been a little while.
Between that and not really being able to hear myself.
So Jesup on the board right away. Shot from Sailor Youngblood has the Jayhawks in motion as they're led in scoring by Lainey Pilcher with 24.7 points per game, averaging almost 48% from the field, but almost 80% of the free throw line. And I believe she's fourth in Class 2A as far as total points and average points per game this season.
That's awesome, and I think she chasing Alyssa Brown's scoring record right now.
That'll be
it's
chasing the Treptows now.
The Treptow, okay.
So I think she's in the fourth spot.
Fourth spot.
And then you got to sneak up on Emily and then Amanda.
Gotcha.
Before you get to Brown.
Well, she's regardless of whether or not she catches any of those three, she's in good company for sure.
Yeah, like, we were talking last week, she's not necessarily one to shoot that three, but those other girls, they were keen on three, which got them quicker to that standpoint.
Yep, for sure.
She likes to take it more inside and where she's shooting, but this might be a game where she throws some threes up to increase that total a little bit.
She's all about the contact. She is not afraid of getting in there and mixing it up. Nice pass by Pilcher inside to Adriana Bolden, who does get the roll. Increases Jesup's lead to 4. You're right, I am a little rusty up here. Still kind of babying a little bit of a head cold, so put up with some sniffles and the occasional cough from me tonight.
Well, I told you not to bring the Jack Daniels up, so you can blame me, I guess, on that.
Mama's medicine.
Yeah. Shot by Peyton Bowes goes missed, and then Lady keeps after it.
Going to call that on the ground. I think Laney thought it was in the act of shooting, as did pretty much everybody else, but they are going to call that on the ground. Inbounds to Youngblood.
There's Laney. She takes the three attempt right in there.
Nice shot. Laney got at least one scout in the stands tonight. Potentially more. There's a couple guys that look scoutish, college coachish.
Scoutish, not skittish.
Is that a word, scoutish?
Yeah, don't want to look a little skittish.
Checking in for the game is Olivia Neuroth, freshman forward for the Mustangs. If I had to guess, she's sister to Morgan, the junior.
Peyton across the timeline. Ball gets loose.
That's probably not necessarily a given, since we have a couple of Youngbloods on our team and they are not sisters, cousins.
We've had that over the years,
Yeah.
Different names, maybe somewhat related.
Nice pass by Pilcher down low to Bolden again. So that's a nice 1-2 combination we've seen a couple times in the early going here.
Good awareness by a teammate down floor.
Solid defense by Bolden, forces the turnover. It's going to go back to the Jayhawks, out on the Mustangs.
I'd say that's a trait too of all the points that Laney's been able to put up since she got quite a bit of playing time as a freshman and then to a sophomore and junior year. relatively selfless player too. Of look at the assists, getting the rebounds, contributing that way on the team.
Absolutely. I mean, she's a tenacious rebounder. She leads the team in rebounding, points, and I mean, she's right in there on assists. We don't have anybody that's just killing it in assists, but she creates. I think it's probably safe to say that 90% of the offense is somehow going through Lainey Pilcher.
Yeah,
she's either scoring the ball or she's creating the opportunity that makes the score.
And really, it's random if she's on the bench. If that's the case, she's hanging on to some extra fouls that coach doesn't want her to tack more onto. Go ahead.
Oh,
I was just going to say 5:28-9-0 is where our score is.
Yeah, and speaking of being on the bench, both teams are on the bench right now. Is Coach Hungerford for the East Marshall Mustangs called a full minute timeout. At least I believe that was a Mustang
Seemed
timeout.
like it. We talked for a while, so maybe that was it.
Yeah, it was their timeout. I guess I forgot we had the big board we can look up. Peyton Youngblood does check into the game for Peyton Bowes.
And Peyton has seen quite a bit of time this year as well, plus she had a couple starts last week with Olivia Nesbitt going out with season-ending injury.
Yep, and she does attempt that first three, misses it, but gets her own rebound. Ball will stay with Jesup as it rolls off a Mustang foot. Sage Lainey Pilcher set to check or pass the ball in. Nice job by Adriana. Adriana's having a nice game in the early going here. She's counted for six of our 11 points.
Yeah, seems dialed in to where she wants to be and playing some tight defense as Sage comes up to help cover.
Pilcher.
And Pilcher gets her first.
Yep, got her hand in there. Jayhawks trying to get the trap on the side over there. We just got to sprint to that position before we try to set up for the trap. Right now we're just kind of running along beside them as we do see Bolden go to the bench in lieu of Emma Bowes.
Jesup in that zone coverage. There's Saylor. Nice little protection from allowing anybody in the paint. Nice chase down by Sage.
Sage Bain's another kid that's always hustling and much like Lainey Pilcher, not afraid of contact. Much different ball player than Pilcher, but if there's a ball on the ground, you can guarantee both of those girls are going to be on the ground with it.
4.5 to go, first quarter.
Nice defense by Youngblood.
Coming baseline, there's looking for an outside shot up from Bringman. Emma Bowes in the game right now, freshman. You got two seniors, two sophomores, and a freshman on the floor for Jesup.
Emma Bowes with the three,
right
got it.
That was on a rail, straight at it.
I thought that was going to be Brick City, and it somehow made nothing but net.
Grab on the backcourt.
Yep.
Jesup in the last 10 games holds an 8-2 advantage in competition dating back to 2008. And last meeting was a year ago here on this floor. Jesup took the win 65-25.
Pilcher with the rebound. Put back, no good, but she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
And Laney, one of the strengths she has of so many on this court, 79% from that free throw line. And you look as a team, they're at 61%. So that's something Coach Conrad has really focused in on.
Absolutely.
Take advantage of those opportunities.
Bolden back into the game for Bowes, and Michaela Hala, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, back in for the Mustangs. Do you suppose that's Hala?
That's
Michaela
what Dan Fox
Hala?
said. Michaela Hala is what Dan said on
That's
the
what
PA.
we're going
So
with then. I like it. It's easy to remember.
5 points total now when you count those free throw ins for Pilcher. 16-0.
Jesup really causing the Mustangs some problems on the offensive end here with the Jayhawk defense.
Shot is up. Got a second chance opportunity there, but Jesup's experience takes over. You got to give East Marshall some credit, though. They're still vibing on defense a little bit. Still going after that ball.
Nice job by Pilcher to grab that before it went across the center stripe. And she's going to draw a foul. I believe that will be. It's going to go against. Is that Atkins? No, 31. Okay, that's going to be Nearoth. Olivia Nearoth, freshman. Forward for the Mustangs.
Shot by Bain. And count that rebound in for East Marshall, and that will be to Ryan. Double team right at midcourt.
Nice trap.
And you got some you got some young players on that East Marshall team, as does Jesup, but you're looking at no seniors on this team, only 2 juniors,
four sophomores, four freshmen, yeah.
And you know, there's an injury or 2 on their bench. I don't know necessarily who those players are.
Really nice feed into Youngblood from Pilcher. Couldn't get it, but Pilcher gets the rebound up. No good. Pilcher
keeps after it.
She did keep after it and then got climbed like a tree. So she's going to go to the line and shoot another pair of free throws. Peyton Bowe snuck back into the game on us when I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was certainly paying attention. I was just didn't notice her. I would never not pay attention.
You get
just not my style,
easily.
Nate.
Yeah.
Emma Bowe's into the game for Sage Bain. As we see Lainey Pilcher knock down that second free throw. Nice defense by Bolden. Bolden seems to have a little extra, I don't know. What's the word? She's got a little extra something in her step. Pepper in her step. Thank you, Anthony.
I didn't know if you were going to say axe to grind or
no,
pep in her step.
She's got a little extra pep in her step tonight. She's getting after it.
And apparently it's bikini over your clothes night in the student section.
It's just that's weird, Nate.
Yeah, it's
I'm having a hard time with that.
It's only a handful of people, though. Other than Anthony's doing the same thing, but we haven't quite talked about that.
Well,
although his is underneath.
It's weird for him because he's just got a bikini on and nothing else. Seeing a lot here.
Yeah. I didn't know he had a unicorn tattoo.
What was that? The concession stand is closing at 7:30? They must have ran out of food.
No, seems early.
Yeah, very. It's actually before my bedtime. 18-3 with 2 minutes to go in just this first. Are we still in the first period?
Still in the first period, yeah.
Goodness.
We have 7 total fouls this half. That's maybe slowed some things down. Down floor, Bringman. Wide open attempt at a 3. Not going to do it. Olivia Neuroth.
Got it.
Had the opportunity and sent it back over again. And Morgan Neuroth is able to double the number for East Marshall.
Emma Bowe's 3-point attempt, no good. But Morgan Neuroth can score. She's averaging just over 20 a game. So seeing her drain that 3 should not come as a surprise to anybody. Oh, that's a nice take. I wouldn't have hated to see a pass there because she had, I think it was Youngblood wide open, but nice job, Baden. You're having to go up strong with that and get the 2.
Coach Jordan Conrad still pushing that defense, both sides of the floor. Even with that big advantage, and I imagine we'll see that all the way through until the beginning of the third.
Yeah, you still got to give your kids an opportunity to grow as players and as a team. And speaking of growing, man, Adriana Bolden having a game here.
Keeps after double numbers at 10 now.
10.
Covering defensively. Really putting that pressure on Morgan Newroth. 30 seconds first quarter. Bose gets a little handle on it, or that was Peyton or
Adriano.
Adriana had a handle on it.
Yeah, Adriana's also, she's got the task of guarding Newroth as well. So getting it done on both sides of the court here. Nice drive by Pilcher. Can't get the roll, but man, she got hammered.
Yeah, Emma Bose was open up top left side, but Laney saw a pathway. And as good as a free throw shooter she is, that's sometimes a better option. See if you can draw that in.
Gets first.
She's got 8 total. Half her points from free throws.
Get them any way you can take them, right? She'll get another.
Here comes Peyton Youngblood in. Give the senior a chance to get some rest on the bench. At least a minute's worth before second quarter starts.
Peyton Bose with the interception. And then we're going to see a travel. Just lost her footing there. Nice effort by the sophomore.
Pass down floor, last seconds. They make it happen. And 24-8 is our score as East Marshall, as Hala pick up that basket right at the end there. So it'll be interesting to see as adjustments Jordan Conrad will make. But, you know, this was kind of the situation. Boys played over at AGWSR on Saturday, which was just whitewashing. You know, when those are some of the games, especially, you know, in this conference, the way some of the teams are set up, you're going to see some super highs and you're going to see some super lows. You know, as a coach, as a player, you still got to be engaged in that no matter what it is.
Absolutely, and there's no shortage of teaching opportunities. As we just saw, Coach Conrad, I can assure you, was not happy about the ending play or the last play of that second quarter. First quarter, man, I'm a quarter ahead. You know, you can't let the offense get ahead of you down the court, and our defense let 3 of their girls get by them and for the easy layup, and that's a big no-no.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Clayberg. That's Luke Baldwin. Anthony Bond, the suitcase tonight, and Eric Clark on camera. As we got almost 100 joining in on the YouTube channel.
Nice defense by the Bose girls there to force a turnover. Peyton takes it the distance and drops it down.
Get her the early basket. And we've kept Laney on the bench here in the second quarter.
Another steal by Peyton Bose. Easy basket.
Take her to 4 total. Jesup is in the bonus.
And another steal.
Right after it,
the Mustangs
stays with it.
Mustangs just really struggling to break that press by the Jayhawks, even past the first entry pass onto the court.
.16 on the shot clock. Morgan Newroth, who leads this team with 6 of the 8 points.
Adriana really doing a nice job guarding her. She clearly, that's going to be a 35 or a shot clock violation. Adriana clearly understands her role tonight, and that is stick on Newroth like glue. I don't know, man. This cold's really affecting my brain function. And that's saying something because my brain function isn't very high to begin with.
You hold your own. Emma Bose in the game along with Laney Pilcher, who has come in. Emma Bose.
Get in there.
Or Peyton Bose, Bolden, and Bain. Actually, Youngblood in. And attempted shot. We're going to see that jump possession.
Jump ball stays with the Jayhawks.
Peyton Bowes to inbound, trying to find an opening up top. Emma Bowes has it. Slide over to the senior, Lainey Pilcher. Youngblood finds an opportunity off that right side. Misses it, puts it up again. Actually, Adriana puts it off again. And we'll inbound it, and it will be actually a foul was called in there. I thought it went out of bounds, but Adriana Bolden at the free throw line.
Adriana looking to increase her total to 12 in the early goings of this second quarter. She does. I don't know what Adriana's high scorer is, but she's got to be closing in on it, I would guess. I'll bet you can find that, Nate.
You just got to give me some time.
We got all the time in the world, man. Chained to this crow's nest the way we are.
There's no leaving the patio. Not till the
patio,
final horn.
yes. Three-pointer. That made by the freshman Nierov. So both Nierovs getting in on the three-point fun. Another three-point shot for the Mustangs, no good. Quickly back the other way. Pilcher takes it, dishes to Bolden, and good. That combination is working nicely for the Jayhawks. And with that, she surpassed her career high, which was previously 14, and now it's 16 and counting. She's going to take a seat after all that scoring. She needs a break. We're going to see Peyton Youngblood and let's see, I believe that was Sage Bain check back into the game.
Yeah, Adriana's only been averaging a little over 4 points per game. She's gotten after it tonight.
Yeah. Offensive production has been a little lower this year so far, but man, hopefully she took that lid off tonight and she'll continue with this. Great game. Peyton Bowes looks at the three, but instead she's going to take an extra step.
You had me doing all the extra time to see if I could figure that out, and you had your own people on it.
I got a lot of people out there, Nate. This particular person is usually at the game, so I was surprised to get a text from this.
Yeah, I saw that they were looking for the same medicine that you preferred.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And 34-11 is our score. And at halftime, we have requested head coach Joe Smines up at halftime.
Joe Smines, they could see, by the sounds of it, that could be a pretty exciting game tonight. They put up, I think, 88 points on South Hardin, which I don't care who you are. You putting 88 points on somebody, you're doing something right.
Yeah, they took the fresh soft game. They took the JV game from the Jayhawks. We'll see how the varsity stacks up.
I guess they're a real up-and-down team, which I'm excited to see. I love fast-paced basketball. So
Laney will roll it off on the free throw. Bain trying to get in there. East Marshall with it, under 5. Hey, stacked up against that freshman Reagan Toll. And there's Sage, put her in the scorebook.
I tell you what, all you got to do is get in the right place, and Pilcher's going to get you the ball on that drive, and you're going to have a wide-open layup. That's good D by Sage Bain.
Just held her own right there.
Nice up. Oh, good pass by.
That was good awareness.
Saylor Young.
Yeah.
Great awareness. You darn right. Nice pass by Bowes to get that all going.
12 points total for Pilcher. There's a deep shot.
Got it.
And Morgan Newroth, that's her third three-pointer of the night.
That girl can shoot. Bowes a little bit out of control there, turns the ball over. Back the other way here.
I'm going to guess there's more turnovers happening from Jesup than Coach Conrad would like.
Yeah, it's Unfortunately, that sometimes is the result of a game like this where you've got, fast-paced up and down. You're gonna see a few more of those.
4 now for Sailor Youngbloods. Newroth across the midcourt again. One of the upperclassmen leaders on this, just as a junior on this team, along with Ava Bringman.
Pilcher's got to have about 8 assists already.
10 on that shot clock. Post up by Youngblood on the baseline. And Sage gets dinged, flying aggressive over there against the East Marshall player in Newroth.
Shout out to Michaela Hala reaching out the friendly hand, helping Sage up off the ground.
Okay, there's some discussion on.
I believe it was a foul. It was. Foul on Sage Bain. I don't know if they were trying to determine if it was a foul or just out of bounds, but
if they were just explaining it or over-explaining it, I don't know.
I suppose they were mansplaining.
Maybe. Or trying to understand why people are wearing bikinis on the outside of their clothes.
I mean, I'm there with them on that.
I don't understand.
Confused.
Yeah. It's like caffeine-free Mountain Dew. I don't understand. .243. Shot comes up on a 3. Counted in. Number of threes tonight.
Bringman.
She's in the scorebook for the first time. There's Bolden in the paint.
They called that a 2. She must have been on the line.
Jesup in the bonus. It'll send Adriana. Jesup with 8. Actually 9 team fouls for East Marshall. And Smeens making his way up here to the upper patio. We'll talk to him here a little bit.
Creeping up behind us.
I don't see Mad Dog, so Joe must have got the call.
Mad Dog's down game planning.
He's doing something.
I'm pretty sure the boys would never have a game plan if it wasn't for Mad Dog. God knows that head coach can't coach.
Oh, hi, Joe. $18 points total for Adriana tonight is where she's sitting. The last 2:18 in the first half.
That's defense by Peyton Youngblood on the far side there. 3-point attempt, good. Man, you're going to have to get a hand in their face.
They're letting them shoot those. Coming to paint, Pilcher will put it up.
Pretty floater by Lainey Pilcher.
Take her to 14 total. And head coach Chris Hungerford for East Marshall would like a full timeout. Under 2 minutes to play. Jesup looking ahead to later part of this week. Road trip up to Olwine. So we got a 3-game road trip here happening. Olwine Friday, over at 8 p.m. on Monday, and come back again with another game on 1 week from tonight on Tuesday at Union. And then we're into the last week of the regular season, believe it or not.
It's hard to believe.
Right about there. Wapsie Valley on a what will be a very interesting competitive boys game on February 3rd, and then we'll close out Columbus. Will be the team that the girls will close out with on February 6th.
I'm going to make a prediction that I assume our girls play Wapsie too that day.
Yep, they do.
I'm going to make a prediction that it's going to be a very interesting competitive girls game as well. I have a feeling that Wapsie's going to make some adjustments from the first time. And
yeah, a very lopsided win for Coach Conrad and the J-Hawks up there. But yeah, Wapsie, those games you never know.
No.
Especially in a conference.
You get that almost like a crosstown rivalry feel to it.
Right in the paint and draw the foul. Newroth.
Man, I like that kid, Newroth. She is a baller. She just such a young team. She just doesn't have a lot of supporting cast, but boy, you put her on a different team and be fun to see what she can do. Fun watching what she can do out here with this team. Peyton Bowes in, replacing her sister Emma Bowes.
Off the rim, no good. Laney will pull that down, and she's going to get caught by Ryan. Send her the other way. We're in double bonus now.
Second foul on Ryan. I don't know about you, Nate, but I feel like this first half has just taken about 3 days.
We got 15 total fouls. As
the youngest of the Bows, Jaden, takes the court. So currently we have, I thought maybe we had all 3 Bows girls on the court at the same time. Although I know we saw that, I think, last week maybe.
Yeah, at one point, a couple weeks ago. Freshman.
Jaden and Emma twins, freshman twins. 5 seconds. Nice defense by Jaden. Steps onto the court and forces a 5-second turnover.
Lady Pilcher on the inbound, gets it to Peyton Bowes, who holds out one spot. Covered by Hala. Weaves in and out of the defense. Adriana kicks it back out to Laney. And a wide open Peyton Bowes.
Oh boy, I thought that was in, man. Wide open shot. Nice find by Pilcher. Little swing pass to the corner. Quickly back the other way is Neuroth. And a nice shot by Ryan.
They've kept it competitive.
Yeah, they have. We got to get hands and faces. Peyton Bowes with a little too much snooze on that ball.
As you look statistically, East Marshall been averaging 35 points of offense compared to Jesup's 53. Have allowed 55. Average margin of defeats 20.6. Jesup's average win is 0.3 of a point.
Nice pass. Great pass by Bolden to Bowes. Strong take by Bowes, gets the foul and the basket. So she'll see if she can make this a 3-point play for the Jayhawks. Emma Bowes set to check back into the game. We'll see if we can get all 3 of the Bowes girls on the court at one time. And for the Mustangs, we're going to see Olivia Neuroth here shortly.
Peyton Bowes with 6 points. She's been averaging this season a little over almost 8.5. Why don't we just make it interesting and put all the Bowes girls out there, and then we'll rotate in some young buds.
Let's get Alex out there too. Where's she's at? She's in the crowd somewhere.
Let's see how many Peytons we get on the floor.
And we will have them all. We've got Emma, Jaden, and Peyton Bowes joining Sage Bain and Adriana Bolden. Emma Bowes with the board and pull back
left-handed
score. Yeah. Well, she's a lefty.
5 points total. Last 25 seconds.
D by Emma, little tip, deep, 3, no good. I like the confidence. Peyton Bowes walks the ball up the court, use up some of his final 10 seconds.
Under 5, out of reach. Is it out of bounds? No, they'll keep it alive. Sage, last shot. And that'll be it. 49-22, a 25-16 margin, something like that. As we bring in head coach Joe Smeens.
What's up, Scotty?
You know, just a little basketball tonight.
Hey, nice half by Adriana Bolden.
You know, she's gotten after it. She got after it in that first half. She's only been averaging, I think it's 8 points throughout the season.
Yeah,
or
that's good to see from her. She's a girl that, I swear to God, in the summer, she was in here more than I was. So good to see her playing well here.
So as we look at the boys team right now, coming in 9-5 into tonight to face off against East Marshall, 4-1 on the east side. Let's rewind back. We did talk a week ago with Sumner Fred, but Dyke New Hartford 77-64 loss. You guys had it through the third quarter, then fourth quarter it kind of just got away from you.
Yeah, credit Dyke. They played an excellent basketball game. I thought we were in good shape. They started really well. I think we're down by 8 maybe in the first quarter at some point. Then we played a really good last 10 minutes of the first half, had a 6-point lead, and played a pretty solid third. And then, it was a tie game with 3 minutes to go. And credit Dyke, number 2, Johnson, hit some big shots for them. He had 27, I think. I think he had 5 threes. He was shooting 20% from 3 coming in. They just made more plays than we did down the stretch, and we seem to have trouble winning over there. It's been a long time. I thought we could get it done this year, but credit Dyke, they played an outstanding game.
So you only get to see them once this year, but talk about playing in that new gym, field house, whatever you want to call it. Completely different environment than what they've been used to playing.
Yeah, their old gym was really old and not a lot of room, it seemed like, and low ceilings and dark, and this was a beautiful complex. Their entryway was really nice, and locker rooms are nice. It was a really nice place to play, and I'm sure they're going to host a lot of postseason events, as they should. So we're really well done by Dyke, and we're excited to go back there at some point in the next couple of years and hopefully get a W.
So turn around quickly, hit into Saturday, jump on for an afternoon matinee over at AGWSR, just a JV, half JV game, varsity matchup. That one, relatively lopsided, 87-22. Talk about coaching in a game like that, of, I guess, philosophies of where you're at. You're running the risk on injuries and points and all that stuff you have to think about. I guess just talk through that from that side, because you still want to keep them going.
Yeah, we prepare every game the same way, and this is the first time we've played a back-to-back this year, and we got 2 of those coming yet. So I thought it was important for us on Saturday morning to recalibrate with the scouting report and go through Ackley, and we did all of that. But I made aware to the guys that Ackley is not a great basketball team. You can see that in their stats and how they play. They lost their best player about 2 weeks ago. So we felt pretty good about going in the game, but we could control the game. And once you get into it, you're just trying to get better. We worked on a lot of different things we maybe haven't done a lot of, some different combination with lineups. We always want to play hard for 3 quarters. And that's always kind of a goal for us. And we didn't press in the second half. And then we started to get some subs in the game, which was good. Everybody got in the ball game, and we got out there with a nice, comfortable win, and played well, and everybody got in, no injuries. So it was overall a good day for us.
So get into tonight. What are you seeing? What do you anticipate from East Marshall? They like to move that ball.
Yeah, my parents asked me what type of game it would be tonight, and I told them you better get your glasses on and you better get your eyes ready, because it's going to get up and down quickly. They want to play super fast like we do. They scored 88 in the game this year once against a good South Hardin team. Their point guard's averaging about 20 plus. He had 47 against South Hardin. So they're going to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to try to get into you, pressure the ball. They're going to press you. It's a lot like us. Similar contrasting style, or similar styles of play. So this game's going to be up and down. It's going to come down to which team can, in my opinion, play the best defense. And hopefully we can control their best player, 23 Brown. That's a huge goal for us tonight. And then hopefully we get shots inside. I don't think they can guard us inside off the dribble, and that'll be a huge point of emphasis tonight for us.
Yeah, Junior Brown.
Yes, Junior Brown.
Averaging almost 20 points per game, 38% from the field.
Yeah.
Jack, 24 on the season. But really what stood out to me here is the play of Ryan Trepp the last couple games.
Yeah, Trepp's had a really good year for us. He was a kid last year. We saw him play really well after Crest at the JV level. Probably could have maybe played for us a little bit in the varsity at the end of the year last year. We didn't need him to. He really came to life, I thought, during the tournament run. He got to go against Jack every day, and it was pretty evident last February, March that he's going to be one of our guys this year. And started the year well. Then he kind of had a little lull, I would say, in terms of scoring and got in foul trouble. The last 2 weeks, he's been tremendous. Exactly what we thought we'd get for him. He's so versatile. He can handle the ball. He can guard the guy's best player. He can play off the ball. He shot the ball well. He does a lot of things very well for us, and he's super smart. He knows exactly what's going on. He does so many things on the floor that are little that maybe go unnoticed, but as a coaching staff, we recognize him, and so he's on his path to having a great career here for us. He's a pleasure to coach.
Well, let's change over to the athletic department side of things, and one fun thing that's happened over the weekend, the success that Coach Gross's wrestling team had over in Ida Grove, and then making the state duels for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, it was, that's a program that's really grown the last 3 years under his leadership, maybe 4 now. I lost track how long he's been here, but we have a really good team this year. I think if we would have been healthy when the year started, we'd be even higher up in the rankings. I still don't think we're high enough, but We got ourselves into region rules for the first time since 12-13. Now the format's a little different this year than it was back then, but we've earned our way into it. Now we get a chance to go to Alburnett on Tuesday night. We'll wrestle MFL in the first round. If we can beat them, we'll wrestle Alburnett to go to state. So they put themselves in position to have a postseason run here, and we have a lot of really good guys up there. Cooper Hines, Bergman, Kral, Bell, Vanderworth, Blade. I'm probably missing a couple guys out of that group that have done a nice job. And no seniors. So that program's in really good shape right now.
Anything you can offer on? You got some coaching slots open that you're still trying to look at, or even putting an ad out there for anybody who's interested in, at different levels that you're looking to still fill or progressing.
That's a good question. I actually have a high school or a boys track job open still. That's a kind of a combo middle school high school deal. They practice together, do a lot of stuff together. We have still have a middle school baseball job open technically. So. Those are two jobs we're still looking for, and then our head football job is still open at this point as well too. People can
still
apply for that.
Boys golf, is that taken care of?
Boys golf is unofficially hired, yes.
Okay. So we'll wait for that.
That'll be on the board agenda in February.
Okay. So some of us will know sooner than later, I guess.
Yep.
Well, Joe,
it's a guy that everybody knows. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good. As long as he knows how to play golf. That seems to be key.
Yeah. Hey, I coached golf for 1 year. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So, speaking of golf,
you need somebody to drive the van.
How much golf do you play?
Not enough.
So you don't play in the Scottish Open or the British Open?
No, I have not. You might think that's the case.
I mean, as much vacation you do, I figured you play a lot of golf, but you're always working.
I didn't know you were channeling your best Nick Donnelly up here.
I am Nick Donnelly, a.k.a. Mitch Donnelly.
Well, Joe, good luck tonight,
thanks,
and
Scott.
We'll talk to you later on.
Appreciate it.
Head coach Joe Smines on our halftime show. We'll return here in just a couple minutes on the Heartland Technologies broadcast of the Jayhawks Sports Network. Back, halftime being completed here in Jesup as the Jesup J-Hawks are leading at halftime, 49-22 over East Marshall. The girls' end of things in you know, what you would look at a team like East Marshall, Luke, 2-13 coming in, Jesup 7-8. We talked about it early on. It is lopsided, but it's more competitive than I think maybe I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, well, I think some of that is we've allowed them to shoot a number of threes, and they probably, I would say, 15 of their points have come by 3 points, by three-pointers, would you say? I think they must have about 5 threes in there.
Yeah, they've really stayed in it, you know, shooting a three-pointer that they have.
Yeah, so that obviously makes it seem more competitive than maybe it is, but they're not. Yeah, they've got fight in them. And frankly, if we're going to give them shots like that, well, that one didn't go so well.
Yeah, they're going to keep taking. I'm sure the coach is like, if they're going to let you shoot it, let's shoot it.
Yeah. I don't know what their three-point percentage is tonight, but it's not terrible.
Just underway, second half. Leading scorer on the Jesup side of things with 18 points total is Adriana Bolden.
Peyton Bowes, 3-ball, almost got the roll. Pretty flat shot she's got going right there. I'd like to see her get a little more arch on that.
Out of bounds, East Marshall will have the inbound as Bringman will look not too far out. Shot left side, no good from Hollow.
Quick up from Bowes to Pilcher, who will take it to the rack and score it.
16 total. And she's been averaging on the season 24.7 and I think top 4 or top 5 scorer in 2A in girls basketball.
It's going to be a push on the Jayhawks. It's going to go get Sailor Youngblood down on the baseline there.
First team foul of the half. It goes towards Jesup. First one for Sailor.
Mustangs looked inside, couldn't find anything, so they kick it out to the perimeter, which has kind of been where they've been playing the game tonight. Steal by Pilcher. She's going to take it all the way to the rack. Get it?
Yes. 18 points.
Good
really,
look.
Really in a game like this, when you look at the margin, we talked about it in the first half, it's, you know, really staying engaged, staying focused, and that's what Coach Smines talked about when they played over at AGWSR on Saturday and winning by 60+. It's like, you know, they're not good, but you still have to play how you practice and stay focused on that. And that could be a challenge.
Those games are kind of a double-edged sword. Nice job on the other end of the court. Adriana Bolden just got pad her stats with about 3 rebounds in a row. Made the bucket. Now she just drained a 3, I believe that was, or a long 2.
Improve that career high to now 23 points.
But yeah, to your point, these games are tough because you run the risk of developing some bad habits too. That you know, when you try to do some of the things that maybe we're doing tonight in a more competitive game, they can get you in a lot of trouble. You know, you mentioned earlier where the game's been a little messy, a few turnovers here and there. You know, you do some of this stuff in another game, and those few turnovers could turn into a lot of turnovers.
Looking at this week's schedule coming through tonight and into Thursday night, junior high's boys team playing over at Union, actually at home with Union. JV high school or a JV wrestling tournament at Dyke New Hartford at 5 o'clock Thursday, and then we did say Friday, JV varsity fresh soft up at Olwine.
Nice entry pass. Ooh, I would like to seen Hayla take a shot at that. Good up by Peyton Youngblood to Sailor Youngblood, can't convert.
Approaching 5 minutes. Jesup seemingly letting the Mustangs get some chance at some shots.
Yeah.
4 points total now for Bringman. Good shot out to Ardell Ochner down there running the sideboards tonight.
I feel like Jesup played a little tighter, a little more disciplined defense in the first half than they have so far in this game. Long three by Bowes, no good.
Nice little shot, Adriana. Confident.
She's feeling it, man. There's no stopping her tonight.
25 total for her. Staying with it.
Bolden looking a little tonight like I was hoping I'd see. She put a lot of work in over the summer playing in club basketball, and as we mentioned before, you know, the offensive production has just not come as much as I'm sure she would have liked to have seen it the first part of this season, but man, she uncorked it tonight, and hopefully she can keep that going.
This shot from Newroth, bringing it under the floor. Peyton Youngbloods in the game, has yet to score. Coach Conrad's gone, I believe, 8 deep on his lineup tonight. And Sailor Youngblood was chasing after that. She was on the hop with a dribble too, and Adriana comes in, bounces off.
Comes in a little hot. Peyton Youngblood got her hand on that previous pass, almost forced a turnover.
Second personal foul, second team foul for Jesup.
Ryan into the game for the Wildcats. Let's see, we've got Jaden Bowes, Emma Bowes, and Sage Bain in for the Jayhawks.
Corner shot, at it again. Hala, 8 total now for her.
Kick out to Jaden Bowes, 3, good. So Jaden Bowes on the board.
I think just one player that has not scored yet for the Jayhawks. It's been on the floor. Peyton Youngblood will get her opportunity.
Well, they don't even have her. They got to get her on the side panel, man. Give that girl some love. Emma Bowes fights for it. That's going to go to the Jayhawks.
Out of bounds in that baseline, and Lady Pilcher will inbound.
Oh, they got Jaden on the side panel now.
Gets that ball picked away. Sage tries to get it back. Peyton wants it back. Finds Jaden Bowes. And you've got a pretty young team out there on that floor. Again, Lady Pilcher has been...
Laney says, give me that.
She's been an upper class leader on this team this year, last year. Really leads by example compared to really getting after people and speaking to them. She's like, she has a way of getting people to
listen,
to be where they need to be.
Yeah.
Without talking, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Like you said, she leads by example. I mean, if you're going to be on the court with Laney, you better be hustling, that's for sure.
.113 to go, third period. This stands moving a lot quicker than the previous ones in that first half.
Emma Bowes rips that down.
Oh, got the extra step.
Got ahead of herself. She saw Sage Bain. The defense clapped on Sage pretty quickly, and
we are on a running clock is why things are moving quicker here in the second quarter.
Laney Pilcher out. Adriana Bolden back in. Three, no good. Peyton Youngblood just having a hard time with that ball. They're kind of they got into her kitchen a little bit, I think.
Emma Bowes high up the box, no good. Bolden had it. She's going to draw the foul.
Man, that sucker came out of there like a slingshot. Emma Bowes to inbounds underneath for the Jayhawks. Into her sister on the edge.
Jaden Bowes, 3.
Make it 6. I like it.
Last second shot attempt here for East Marshall. Hits the net. Out of bounds, 68-29.
Big smile by Jaden Bowes as she walks over the bench. Coach Pilcher giving her some nice words of encouragement / appreciation there. Congratulations maybe is the better term.
Jayhawks with a 19-7 advantage in that third period as we go into fourth and final. We will have the boys game following this one. It'll be on YouTube and Facebook. It'll be a different post, so you have to close this one down and refresh it. Leading scorer, Adriana Bolden. That's going to be a key conversation with Coach Conray. Comes up that she's right after. Joe was talking about it even here at halftime of the boys game of, he felt like maybe she was in the gym more than he was last summer.
Yeah, like I said, she was I know she spent a lot of weekends on the road with her club team and definitely put the time in. So it's good to, it's nice when you see those breakthrough games where you can see all that hard work paying off.
Sage Bain, Sailor Youngblood, Adriana Bolden, Peyton Bowes, Lainey Pilcher all in as the fourth period begins for the Jayhawks with a huge advantage. Rolls around and in.
I wasn't looking. Who was that?
Count that in for Jaden Bowes. Take her to 8.
Jaden Bowes, man. She's having a game too. Peyton Bowes. Must have been Peyton Bowes, huh? Either that or Jaden shot one from the bench.
Yeah. I was looking at the number.
I bet she could do it, though.
Well, could try.
Nice defense by Laney. Almost forces a turnover there. Neroth to the hoop, gets it. Man, I like her play.
Actually, that was Lainey Pilcher who had that one for 22 points total now.
Okay.
Sage Bain, little bounce into Sailor Youngblood, and jump possession will be East Marshall.
Sage can't throw that pass. That was just not open.
And Coach Conrad, I think, was reiterating that to her.
Yes, I think.
And there was a nod. Yes.
And we are going to have a wholesale change here. We're going to see Emma Bowes, Jaden Bowes, Peyton Youngblood, Carly Schutte, and Mackenzie Butters replace everyone on the court as Peyton Bowes attempts a shot. She's going to go to the line, so we'll see at least 4 of these girls come in. I'm going to guess Peyton Youngblood will stay on the bench until Peyton shoots her second shot. Peyton Bowes shoots her second shot here. And she does.
Mass substitutions.
And so Peyton Youngblood will come in as soon as this second foul shot is in the books. 70-31 with 6:32 to go in this fourth quarter. This has been a long game, Nate. I'm not going to lie.
Well, the running clock, fourth period will help you.
Yeah. Peyton Bowes out. Peyton Youngblood in. Chris.
Carly Schutte in there.
Carly Schutte. I almost called her Kristen, which would be her mom.
And then Mackenzie Butters in there as well. .6:25 to go in this game as the clock stops. Both teams with 3 team fouls. And that's the 4th personal foul against Michaela Hala. Quick on the free throw. Emma Bowes is one that saw quite a few minutes last week, coming in to help cover some of the time of Olivia Nesbitt being on the disabled list.
I think Emma Bowes has a real high ceiling. She's a high motor kid, always moving. She's one of those girls that needs to shoot about 1,000 shots a day over the summer. But I expect big things from her over the course of the next 4 years, or 3 years. She's a freshman, obviously, so
gets caught in the paint. Not the bonus just yet, so Schutte will inbound.
Reagan Toll For the Wildcats, she replaces Michaela Hala. That's a cool name, man. Michaela Hala. Peyton Youngblood loses it, but Emma Bose is right there to pick it back up. Unfortunately, I think they're going to call it jump ball. No, foul. So they call that on Ryan. It's going to stay with Jesup.
Jaden Bose back over to Schutte. Nice shot outside, no good. Butters almost on the rebound. There's Jaden Bose to cover.
Jaden, ooh, thought she was going to get another one. Nice board, Carly Schutte can't get it to drop.
She wanted to try and get that back, but she'll be in the scorebook at least.
I don't think that was as egregious as it looked. She's just she was fighting for the rebound.
She's been around enough wrestling today. Maybe she was going for the 2-point takedown.
She might have been.
4:30 to go. You know, that's something that I'm surprised we haven't seen much of here at Jesup is girl wrestlers yet. So it'll be interesting the next couple of years as that's really taken off in a lot of the other schools in the area.
Yeah, we've got, I know we've got one. I'm going to guess you're going to see more of them next year.
Yeah, Sumner Fred, I think, has a handful. Denver, I think, has got quite a few.
Word on the street is there's some girls considering it for next year. I love it, man. I would love to see us field the full girls team. I think there's a number of girls that could do some damage out on the mat.
Yeah, I think we got one that's wrestling over to Independence.
She's a good wrestler.
Yeah, like I just saw the girls team won the conference, I guess, the WAMAC, the girls side of things.
Oh, really?
Tournament. Or maybe the WAMAC tournament.
Emma Bose, three-pointer long. Kenzie Butters, rebound no good. Jump ball, that's going to stay with the Jayhawks.
And we're going to go with some more substitutions coming in. Ireland Truex. And Maya Trayvon Boyd.
Got Sienna Youngblood down there. And we got one more down. Oh, CC Menching. So those four young ladies are going to check in. Probably
leave Peyton out there at guard.
I was going to say maybe leave Jaden. Mackenzie going to leave Mackenzie Butters.
Okay. I wondered on the guard spot who they're going to have. So Menching on the inbound. And here comes Maya Trayvon Boyd across the midcourt. Good.
Just got away from her at the very end there.
Chasing that down, trying to get it back here in the last 2:20. So Jesup's in on that.
Hit the top of the backboard, so that's an automatic turnover to the Jayhawks. Ooh, be careful of that half-court line, Maya.
East Marshall did not have enough numbers for a JV game, so they had to cancel that earlier tonight. So giving these girls a chance to get some minutes in is an opportunity.
Travel on the Jayhawks.
That's the thing in this conference, too, when you look at on the boys and girls side as far as enough numbers to field those younger squads, too.
Yeah. Another travel, so back to the Jayhawks. Well, and we've talked about this many times. It wasn't so long ago that we hardly had enough to field a varsity team.
Right.
That's over and back. Yeah.
You're talking, well, this is Jordan's fourth season, I think.
Yep.
And it was Tom's last season, I think, in there that they were just starting to build some numbers back in there.
Yep.
It comes in cycles, especially in a small school as far as numbers. Under a minute. Driving the paint, up and in.
That was a nice fake and take by Bringman. Maya's just got to get a little more confidence bringing that ball up. She wants to get rid of it right away, but she's just got to know that she can do it.
Whistle blown, and we will see last 26 seconds here as a foul in the book for Sienna Youngblood.
So all those fouls we saw in the first half, and we've got 5 and 5 in the second here. Now, granted, we've had a running clock for much of the second, but
last second shot. Shot clock off. 2 seconds to go. Maya Treon Boyd will dribble it out. 70-35 is our final, as the Jesup J-Hawks will go on to a record of 8-8 overall, and 2-3 is where they remain in this non-conference game, or non-league game or division game. And then East Marshall 2-14. 2-14 is where they'll be, and they will move into a game against Hudson this Friday at home over at East Marshall. LeGrand. I was trying to think of where they're from.
LeGrand.
Anyway, leading score right now for East Marshall as they close out. Morgan Newroth, 17 points. A lot of three-pointers is where we saw from East Marshall tonight. And give credit. Adriana Bolden, career high 25 is thinking where she ended up. Lainey Pilcher at 22, but Adriana, hell of a game.
Yeah, man, you got to give her the game ball for sure. Not only obviously getting it done on offense, but she was tasked with guarding Newroth, kept her under her season average, so solid effort on both ends of the court. And I always love it when we can get all the girls into the game all the way to the end of the bench. Jayhawks came out, did what they were supposed to do tonight, came away with the big victory, and on to the next one.
All right, we'll bring the boys on here shortly against East Marshall. It'll be a new link on YouTube as well as on Facebook. For not Jason Pilcher, how about Luke Baldwin? He's back at it.
Either way.
For Luke Baldwin, Anthony Bauer, on-site producer, camera operator Eric Clark. I'm Nate Clayberg from the upper patio here in Jesup. Final score, girls win tonight 70-35. We'll talk to head coach Jordan Conrad at halftime of the boys game coming up next on the Jayhawks Sports Network. This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks, and good evening.